Tony. I am the owner of Terry Tony Design Company, and this is my first Facebook Live tutorial. We'll be making just a simple Valentine's wreath tonight, grapevine wreath, and I'll go through step by step what you need and where you can find things and how to do it. If you have comments, or questions, you can put those up. I'll try to answer them as I can. But we'll wait a few minutes before we get started so we can see who is logging on. Hey, Luann. Hey, Shannon. Thank you for logging on. I appreciate it. I'm just going to take a look at my computer here and see if I can't get it to pull up on my computer. Okay. Hey, Jennifer. It's my daughter, Jennifer. Oh, hey, Tim. I hope you're watching. You can make LOVEly Valentine wreath or any other wreath. Hey, Trish. Cynthia Bradshaw. Hey, how are you? Hey, Mindy. My sister Mindy's tuning in. So we'll wait just a few more minutes and then we'll get started. When we get started, I'm going to turn the computer or the phone down, the camera down to the tabletop so you can see step by step what I'm doing. This is something that you can do at home. Just a few, a glue gun, a pair of snips, and then just some stuff that you like. You can do it at home and make you a wreath at home. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Steve. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the equipment that you need. Like I said, you need a pair of snips. I just got these at Lowe's, and what it does is here in the middle part, you can use it to cut your picks or your flowers, and I'll show you how I do that. But also, for Christmas this year, I asked for an industrial cutter. Look at there. And Larry got me this for Christmas because I have arthritis in my hand and sometimes it's hard for me to cut the bigger branches. So if you get one of these, they're at Deco Exchange, but make sure and you can get them on Amazon, but make sure you get the artificial, not the fresh, because it's a different blade. All right. And also tonight I'll be making a bow by hand, but normally, because like I said, of my arthritis, my thumbs, I make it on this easy bow maker here. And you can get this on Deco Exchange too. But they also have one at Hobby Lobby. It's called the Bodabra. And that's what this looks like. All right, let's put this back over here. All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera down, and then I know, Mindy, Arthur, it just gets me every time. Hey, Nina, happy birthday. Hey, Ashley. So I'm gonna turn the camera down, and we're gonna get started. And you'll see my hands, but I'll be talking through it all and showing you what to do. All right, here we go. Turn it. Sorry for the wiggling. Okay. All right. So like I said, tonight we're going to use, make us a Valentine wreath, and we're going to use a 18-inch grapevine wreath. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. Walmart also has them, but I like the ones at Hobby Lobby because, as you can see, it's kind of open in some of the areas here, and that makes it easier to get your picks and your flowers in, okay? So what I usually like to start with is I make my bow first, and I like to, put my bow in, and then I'll build everything around it, okay? So I'm going to set this to the side. Set it down here. And we're going to build us a bow. make us a bow. So what I did here is I just took 2 pipe cleaners and put them together, and I'll show you how I did that. So I chose this brown because that's what color my grapevine wreath is. I don't have any dark brown, but you can use any color. So what you do is you just take the 2 ends and twist it like so, secure it good, and then you fold the ends down and then just twist it to the side like so. And that just gives you a bigger area to work with, and attach it to your wreath or your base. All right, so to get started, I've got 3 different ribbons here. I've got this is a 2.5 inch, this is a 1.5 inch, and this is a 1.5 inch. But as you can see, I've chose some colors that coordinate. I like to use different colors of ribbon that coordinate with what I'm doing. So I'm going to start off with the 2.5 inch. And you can get this ribbon, you can buy it at Walmart, you can buy it at, can everybody see me good? Anyway, I'm going to, so how I start out is usually about 6-inch loop. So I take my ribbon, and I measure it out about 6 inches, and I pinch it together like so. And then I turn it up. And then I make my loop. And then you can always go back and measure to make sure your loop is 6 inches. So I make my loop here. Then I take the other part and you twist it, because this is front and back. And you twist it and you make another loop like so. Okay? And how I measure to make sure that my loops are equal is I just bring them up with my fingers to see that they're equal. Okay? So I'm going to make 4 loops of this one. So I take it and I bend it, pinch, twist, and bend, and pinch. Okay? So I got that one done. And this is going to be on the side of the base, the wreath, so I don't want too long of a tail. Maybe just about 6 inches. So I'll just take it and cut some off here. Now, if you want longer tails, then you can surely, you can do as long as you want. All right, now I'm going to take one of my other ribbons here, my pink. And how I just measure it with my other ribbon here, how long I want the tail to be. And I pinch it like so. And see, this is definitely front and back. This is the good side, this is the bad side. So I loop it, pinch, and twist. Okay? Loop it, pinch, and twist. Okay? And then I'm going to cut my streamer here. All right, so that's 2 of them. So I'm going to take my third here, and I just secure my ribbon with just a straight pin. All right, so let me unroll some here. And again, we're going to measure and see how far we want the tail. And I'm going to pinch it, twist, pinch, pinch it, loop, pinch it, twist, and pinch it one more time. Loop it and then pinch it one more time, like so. Now we got a good bow going here. All right, so then I'm gonna cut my tails. All right, I'll set my ribbons out of the way. Now, to secure it, I've got it pinched between my fingers here. As you can see, I take my pipe cleaners and I go in the center and I just twist it around to the back, like so, like that. Sorry, like that. And then I just twist it together. Now, to secure it really tight, you take the bow while holding on to the pipe cleaner and you just twist the bow. And that tightens it up on the bow. Okay? All right. Now, we've got our bow. And we'll fluff it out when we put it on the base there. And just move the loops around and all that. Make it pretty when we put it on our base. Okay, so there's our bow. All right, now let's move on to getting our flowers put on the base here. So we got our 18-inch ribbon. I mean our 18-inch grapevine wreath here. And for some reason I'm not picking it up. Let me see if I can find it here. Find my own self. I can't find my own self. There we go. Now, all right. So we've got our base. If you have comments, or questions, you can let me get caught up here. Okay, so we have our base. So you also need a glue gun. And then, let me turn that off so I don't have to hear myself. So we got our base, and you're going to need a glue gun, of course. Okay, so I've already cut most of my flowers off their stem here. But I'm going to show you how I do it with this one here. Now, I got these flowers at Walmart. They're very inexpensive, but you can buy them at Hobby Lobby. And if you, every other week, they have them on sale, and you can download their app or look online, and it'll give you a weekly ad and tell you what's half off. All right, so I just take my snips here and just snip it. And I usually cut them long, so when I go to put them in my wreath, I can snip them off shorter if I need to. But you can't add, so you need to snip long. Now I'll just put that in the trash. Okay, so we're going to put our bow onto our base here. So what you can do is you can just take it and wrap it around like so. And then just secure it real tight. And just twist it and secure it. I always leave these long in case I want to put it somewhere else or something. I always wait till the very end to snip that off. All right, so there's our bow. We can get this moved around here and make it look nice. Okay. All right. So what I do is I just start putting my flowers on, and we're going to go up the one side and down the bottom part, and we're just going to add some accessories in here as we go. You can always put a letter on this side, like the letter of your last name over here. You can put a sign over here. I have a sign here, but I'm thinking about putting it here, or you could put it there and just add all the way around with your flowers. But that's kind of small. And then I've got some different colored hearts and different shapes. And then I got this here that one in hot pink and one in regular pink that I may add. But the possibilities are endless. You can add whatever. The possibilities are endless. All right, so now we're going to start our flowers. So how I do that is I usually just pull my bow up and just start adding flowers. Now, you can add, let me cut this a little bit. You can add your flowers and then glue later, just in case you decide you want to change. All right, so you can stick it in there and bend it up. And then just start adding. wherever you think. I try to do equal on either side. So if I have 3 of these pink on one side, I put 3 on the other side. And then we'll have some greenery that we'll add. And then I've got these little pink flowers here. That's got greenery on it. You can keep that or you can take it off, whichever one you want to do. And then you can just start adding some of these. So to glue, how I glue it is I just take it and I just glue the stems here at the bottom. Now this glue is pretty hot, very hot actually. So don't touch don't get your finger in the glue. All right. Let's add another pink here. And then I have these cute little red ones, carnations. You just glue and add. So you see that I have spaces in between my flowers here. That's because I'm going to take my greenery here that I have. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. You see it was $14.99, but I paid $8 for it. It was half off. And this bush will do a lot. So you can just snip it off. And as you can see, these move up and down. The actual greenery moves up and down on the stem. So you can add this whole thing in if you wanted to. That's a little much. Or you can slide 2 of them down and then snip. And then slide it back up. And there's now you have 2 pieces instead of just 1. So let's add some of this greenery in here. I'm going to glue. And I'm going to go to the outside and add this greenery. Now just slide it in the grooves between the grapevine. And you really want it to be tight so it'll stay. Add some up here. I'm going to go ahead and glue my pink hearts down. So you can just take some glue and stick it down in there and glue. Or you can take it out. So did everybody have a good Christmas? I know I was going to do a ball garland. Demonstrate how to do a ball garland, and I can still do that. But I had to work Christmas. And then I got the flu. So I've been kind of down. But I wanted to come on here and demonstrate, do a Facebook Live and demonstrate how to make a wreath. Because, I mean, you really can do this at home. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time and I enjoy doing it. But, you can do this at home. I started doing this because my job is very stressful. So this just kind of helps cut my stress. The glue, I did want to tell you, the glue that I use, you can get these at Walmart. It's Gorilla Glue, and it's really good. I mean, it holds really well. All right, so let's add another greenery here. There went my glue gun. When I started thinking about doing this Facebook Live, I was really nervous because, I thought I had to come on here and be perfect and, do everything just perfect and right. But I realized that I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to, everything doesn't have to go perfectly. I actually put a lot of stress on myself, and I know I worried my sister to death about it. But everything doesn't have to go perfectly, because that's not the way life is. Life is not perfect. And but I really enjoy doing this. And I really wanted to come on and do a Facebook Live. I really enjoy making wreaths. I really enjoy decorating my house. I would, if you have any questions about decorating your house, not like decor. I mean, I probably could do that, but My cousin Renee Ellis is better at that than I am. But decorating like for holidays and stuff, I really enjoy doing that. And if we have time, I'll take the camera down and show you my Valentine tree. I'm not completely done with it. Okay, so as you can see, we have one side done. And we have pink, red. So we probably need to add a few more reds in here and then maybe a pink up here just to blend. But we have one side just about done with the flowers. So let's add some red down at the bottom. We'll add one on the outside there and then on the inside. Like right down in here. And then we're just going to add some of these hot pink flowers up at the top. And I think we'll be done. Now I'm going to take this greenery off here just because it's probably going to be slid into wreath, into the base. All right. So, as I was thinking about doing this Facebook Live, I watched a bunch of people do them. And, which actually got me more nervous. But I watched Amy Bland do hers. She's such a joy to watch because, you know, she's just herself. If you hadn't seen her videos, you need to watch them because they're great. All right, let me slide this in here. And then there you go. One side's done and with your bow. And then you can just take your loops on your bow and just pull them around. You know, mix it up a little bit. Let's get some of this polka dot up here. You take it and twist it up like that. And just like so, just work it around. I mean, there's, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just work it around. All right, now I'm going to turn the base around and we're going to start on the bottom part here. Same difference. You just go and cut you some greenery and I try to do about the same as I did on top so it looks equal. Yeah, after doing this for a couple hours, making several wreaths, your hand gets tired. All right, so we're going to add some glue to the base here. And then I'm going to lift my bow up and just come here. And see how I'm doing that? I'm just sliding it into the wreath itself, just like that. And then you can fluff your bow down. All right, let's get some white. And I'm going to trim it up. But the possibilities are completely endless because of all the flowers and decor out there. You know, it's just whatever your imagination, really. Okay, so glue and add. Let me trim this one up a little bit. Glue and add. And these are pretty pliable, so you can bend them up however you want. Let me cut some more of this here. So did everybody have a good Christmas? They get what they wanted for Christmas. I had a great Christmas even though I had to work. But, you know, that's how you do it when you work in healthcare. You know, you have to work and you don't get holidays off. But that's okay. I know some of my healthcare friends are on here. And that's just the way it is. I mean, you have to work. But you get time off after that. We did our Christmas beforehand. Oh, thank you, Michelle. You love the bow. Perfect for spring. Thank you. Thank you. I see a lot of people have signed on. I hadn't been looking at the comments, but I really appreciate everybody signing on and watching. And I hope you go and make your own wreath. All right. Okay, so let's add a few more flowers here, and then we're going to add some of these hearts. Now, if it doesn't have a stem, it kind of gets tricky. But I will show you how to do it. I'm just going to add a pink over here. We went today to go see, took our granddaughter, and our daughter came along, Jennifer. We went and seen, what did we go see? Chloe's here with me. What did we go see, Chloe?
We went seeing Dr. Doodle.
Dr. Doolittle, or Doolittle. And it was really good. I was kind of worried. I didn't think I would like it, but it was actually really good. We laughed a lot, didn't we, Chloe?
And it was funny.
It was funny. Even Poppy laughed, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my whites here. Let me add my whites in. And I'm going to show you. You can always go back and add. See, I want to add a white here. I just take it and I try to pull all the stuff around it away. And then I just add in what I want to add in. But our daughter, Jennifer, she is really good about letting us keep Chloe on the weekends. Even though I know she wants to spend time with her herself, but she's really good about letting us keep her on the weekends. And I really honestly appreciate that. All right, a couple more here, and then we're just going to finish up with this. One more greenery. Okay, get all my spider webs, my glue webs off here. No matter what, you'll be picking glue off for days. Okay, so see, we have our wreath with our bow. Now we're going to go in and add some of these picks. All right, so I've got this red one here, and you see it has a stick on it, and I just cut some of it off. Whoop, excuse me, went flying. And then I just glue on the stick, and then just find a spot where I want it and stick it in. All right, thank you, darling. Trim it. And then I just stick it in wherever I think it would look good. All right, a couple more. Give me a couple of them white ones. Thank you. Trim these white ones off here. You want to add some of those pink. Listen, you like those pinks? Or let's try these pinks. You want to try those pinks? Okay. So we're going to add a white one here.
I'm just getting stuff for you.
All right.
Got some cotton candy hearts.
Cotton candy hearts. That's a good name for it. All right. Okay. Get in there. All right. So these are pretty big. We've got these, and they're pretty big. So I'm just going to trim it off, and I'm just going to put it in a couple spots. What do you think? You like that?
Yeah, that looks really good.
Okay. So then we're going to glue it. You can always stick it in there or put, you know, just place it where you want it and then glue it later, like I said. All right. And then one more. All right. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera back around. Another Christmas present that I got was I got a huge helper. Yes, it is. A very huge helper that I have, Jennifer. Another thing that I got for Christmas is I like to sit, you know, put my wreaths up like they're going to hang. So I can take a look and see if there's anything else I want to add. So I got an easel. I had a wooden easel and it broke. So I asked for an easel for Christmas. And so my daughter Jennifer and son-in-law got me, oh, Mindy said back the phone up. I'm going to turn it around. Maybe you'll be able to see it better. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, let's put it on the easel so you can see it better. Set this one off. All right. So now let me turn this around here. Hopefully I won't turn it off again. All right. So as you can see, what I did was, if you wanted to get one, I'm not sure where they got it, but I put me a command strip on there. Let's slide this up a little bit. A command strip. And so I just hang the wreath on there, just like that. So then you can actually see it in real time, and you can see if you want to add something, if you have a bald spot. Like I think we should add something right here. We'll add another one of these roses here. We'll add it right here. But as you can see, that's our wreath. Let me turn it here so you can get a better view of it. Can everybody see? Oh, this is my granddaughter Chloe. Aunt Mindy just called you Vanna White. You probably don't know who Vanna White is. But as you can see, this is our wreath. It was pretty simple, pretty easy to make. Fluff your bow and your tails. Move them around wherever you want to. You can always go back and add if you feel like something, like you want to add something else. But that's it. This is our Valentine wreath. I'm so glad that y'all tuned in to watch. I'm going to try to do this every week, but as I say, you know, my schedule's pretty crazy, so it may be every other week. But just look on my Facebook page, Terry Tony, or my business page, Terry Tony Design Company, and I'll usually 2 or 3 days ahead of time, I will announce that I'm going to do a live. Next time, we're going to do an Easter wreath. And we're going to add more stuff in it, and I'll show you how to put a big sign on, hang on just a second, something like this.
Wait, right there. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, so I went back to my storage room. I know this is a 4th of July one, but we'll have an Easter one, and I'll show you how we can place this on here. And then I also want to show you how to do a deco mesh wreath. There you are. How to make a deco mesh wreath, and how to add more stuff. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm Terry Tony with Terry Tony Design Company. You can look on my Etsy page, Terry Tony Design Company. I will tell you this, if you see something on there that you like and you live local and I don't have to ship it, you can take $50 off each wreath, except for the ones that are on sale. But because shipping is so much, you know, you have to up the price a little bit. But if you want to buy one on my Etsy page, then take $50 off, and we can meet, or we can, you can come here to my home and get it. Okay. If you have any questions, I'll be on Facebook, not live, but I'll be on Facebook, and you can shoot me some questions, and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you again. I appreciate it. And next time, maybe I'll be a little bit better, you know, a little bit more finessed, and hopefully I'll have my helper with me. Thank you again, and have a great night. Oh, before you log off, I do want to start, when I do these, and I was nervous and didn't do it at the beginning of it, but I do want to say a prayer before I start this, because I am very nervous, and I think that would help me to relax. And I do want to, I know you're thinking, how can God get glory out of making wreaths? Well, it helps me. It helps me to do this because it helps me get my creative side out that I got from my mom and my Aunt Teresa. And I love to teach people, and I love to show people how to do that. So before I sign off, I'm going to say a little prayer, and I hope you just bow your head wherever you're at and just say a prayer with me. Thank you, Lord, for this day that you give us, Lord. Thank you for letting me get through this. I do love you, and I appreciate everything you've done for me, God. I pray that somehow, some way you will get the glory out of this, because I do praise your name. I thank you again for giving me the ability. Lord, I pray that you will just take this and be blessed. Thank you again, God. In your name I pray. Amen. Okay, thank y'all again. Have a great night. Have a great week. You want to come say bye? Chloe's going to come say bye. Tell everybody bye. Thank you again.